So we're getting more news now on the situation that happened with Reggie Carroll on August 20 when he was ultimately unalived in South Haven, Mississippi. He was shot anywhere from 5 to 6 times by Trinell Williams, Katt Williams' alleged security guard, right? Security, this guy's like 6'8", 230 pounds. He would work security at times for Katt Williams. He was also a rapper. Now, we're hearing that Katt Williams wasn't on the scene at the time of the unaliving, but Katt Williams hasn't made a statement yet. And comedians all over the country and the world are asking for answers. His family as well is asking for answers. Now, we're hearing that he was hit by the firearm in South Haven, Mississippi, and was driven to Memphis, Tennessee. So it couldn't have been that far. They said it was to Memphis. I don't know, man. To a hospital or something where he succumbed to his injuries. I don't know, right? But then there's a lot of speculations on why the body was moved. People was trying to cover it up. We don't know, but what we do know now is the family wants answers, and the news is reporting this.
It is senseless, man.
Family and friends of a man shot and killed in the Mid-South are talking to Fox 13 as new information comes out about this investigation. South Haven police today identified a suspect in last week's shooting. Trinell Williams is now charged with the murder of Baltimore comedian Reggie Carroll. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre explained what Carroll's family says he was doing in South Haven.
Reggie Carroll's family in Baltimore says they have so many questions with very few answers about his death.
Man, it's like, your family member, your brother, your close relative, man, and they go out of town and, and something happened to them and you don't know what exactly.
Monday morning, 6 days after what police called an isolated shooting, South Haven PD confirmed they arrested Trinell Williams for Carroll's murder. Carroll's brother, Kemp Earl, explained to me why Carroll was in South Haven.
Here out there with Katt Williams.
According to Carroll's Instagram page, he was traveling on Katt Williams' current Heaven on Earth comedy tour. 3 independent sources confirmed Trinell Williams was also on the tour as security. Fellow comedian Gerald Kelly says he's still in disbelief his friend is dead.
I'm still numb. I'm frustrated. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to war. We need answers.
I went to the home on Burton Lane in South Haven where police say the shooting happened. It's also listed as Trinell Williams' last known address. I found a request to vacate the property on the door addressed to Onyx Owl, LLC, a clothing line owned by Katt Williams. The reason behind the request, according to the note, is a shooting that resulted in an arrest last Wednesday.
Man, Red shouldn't be dead right now.
In South Haven, Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
Fox 13 did reach out to Onyx Owl about that notice on the home and the shooting. So far, we've not heard back.
So then while the family is asking for answers, we know that he's a father. He was 52 years old. His brother was speaking. There's so many people that's trying to figure out what happened, right? Now, he's supposed to be on the road with Katt Williams, and I'm hearing that this guy, Reggie was something else, right? He wasn't a guy to be played with. He was a real serious dude. He didn't start trouble, but if you started trouble with him, he'll end it, right? And they were saying that, he was kind of wild, but so was Katt Williams. And Corey Holcomb, he got wind of the situation, and he spoke on this. He said, listen, both of those two guys together is a time bomb waiting to happen, because Katt Williams is a guy that's crazy. He likes everybody to kiss his behind on the road, and Reggie Carroll ain't going for that. Reggie Carroll ain't that type of dude, right? And they was on their show 5150, and they was telling stories about Reggie Carroll, how this guy get down, man, and how much if he's your friend and he ride with you, right? And, Corey was just upset. Like, man, if I take you on the road, my job is to get you home safe. So now he gets unalived and we're not hearing anything. Something ain't right. And a lot of people don't like Katt. But let's look at the first half of what Corey Holcomb had to say about the situation. We'll come right back.
Reggie Carroll was murdered out there, I believe it was Mississippi from what we hear. Mississippi, close to Memphis. I don't know all the details. I think some facts have been put out there some facts have been put out there. From what I understand,
Location or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, the location.
Man.
I don't know what happened to my nigga, man. That's why I'm not saying nothing, because I have to be wise and not speculate too much. But I will tell you this. Reggie Carroll was no joke. That's why he was used as a comedian and security. And I'm just saying, like, Reggie Carroll, he just like any, sometimes you be in a situation where going right. And if I know Reggie, he's going to check what ain't going right. That's what I know about that nigga. Whether he alone, I done seen the nigga get into it with a bigger than him. That's how we bonded. When he beat up the security guard down there at the Laugh Factory, the nigga was bigger than Reggie and everything. But when Reggie hit that nigga, that nigga did this.
Oh.
I thought he was finna fall, but he didn't.
He dog walked that dude.
And I grabbed Reggie. And you know what happened when you grab Reggie? What happened? You in danger, ain't you?
Yeah, Reggie. Yeah,
you in danger. Reggie is like, if you ever had a pit bull, you know what Reggie is. But I grabbed him, and he looked at me like I was crazy. But at that time, I felt like I was still that nigga. So I was like, nigga, you coming with me? The police coming, nigga. Come on. And he thought, yeah, okay. And we walked to the car, and we drove around for about 30 minutes laughing and joking. Yeah. And the nigga say to me, boy, you saved me that day, dog. I'm glad you grabbed me like you did. Oh, what does that sound? Don't worry about that. Oh, okay. Anyway, you ever had to grab Reggie?
I done been in a few situations with Reggie, man.
Wait, now your height, what is he size-wise compared, just to give people
Reggie ain't no big dude. Reggie about 5'9".
He's just strong? Is he just...
He just strong. He just a dog as far as like his mentality. He just a dog. I mean in a good way. Like he, you know what I'm saying? But man, I seen Reggie. Reggie was the type of guy where he don't start nothing, he finish it. So I've seen him in situations where people have been disrespectful, and he warned them like, "Hey, I'm not the guy you could do that with." In his way, and then people, their ego take over. Don't give a fuck who you are.
This is my real shit. Cause see, my nigga, he passed, R.I.P. And I speak from honesty and love, niggas.
No.
If he saw you, he probably say something to you about being.
Yeah, immediately.
Am I wrong with that?
No, immediately. Wasn't no lag in it. As soon as you figured out what you was.
If you came in the circle and you on you, this is how when he walked up on niggas, they didn't do nothing.
Hell no.
And some of them niggas was bigger than him. But they didn't do nothing because they know who that nigga was. We say that to say this. He got ambushed.
So Corey spoke about how Reggie Carroll got down and he didn't take no mess. And he said when things ain't right, and we know how this industry go, when the money ain't right, security ain't doing their job. You know, Reggie Carroll didn't play, man. He didn't play no games. And they told a story about how he knocked the security guard out there in California, and Corey had to, grab him, and they rode around laughing about it, and just different things. But they was just saying like he was a thorough dude. Y'all saw the video I played the other day where the female comedian was like, listen, when you was on the road with him, they felt safe. Reggie wasn't going. He wasn't with all that industry bull crap that they was with, right? He wasn't going for all that, right? So Reggie, he's a guy that people speak very highly of, right? And Corey, Corey and Craig, Craig was just, Craig is a big dude, like 6'3", 260, and Craig was just saying, like, listen, man, he was about that life. He wasn't with all that bull crap that go on and all the stuff. You know how Corey talk about people in the industry and the things that they do. And Reggie was a guy that called that out and he checked it. You know what I mean? In the circle. So now, he's unalive and he was a very loved, well-respected person. And people want answers. But Corey wasn't finished. He doubled down by saying this.
Oh, I know that. He wasn't on his because he probably was in familiar surroundings. Mm-hmm. That's how you got him, whoever got him. You know what I'm saying? What it say?
Jessica White says first time she saw Reggie was on this show.
When I brought my nigga on the show.
Yep. Oh, we'll have to play that.
Yeah, this cold, man.
I thought about playing, but I don't even want no clout from this. I'm just speaking on it because it's in the air in the comedy community. Yeah. And I want to say to all of the comedians, everything you say, you got to stand behind it, dog. We don't know everything that happened, but I know this. And I'm bold enough to say this no matter where I'm at. Reggie was a wild boy. Katt is a wild boy. Something happened where Reggie didn't make it home. And if I got Craig on the road with me and something happened to him on the road, I'm going to make sure his people know what happened. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to make sure, man, look, man, we was out there and bam. Because that's how I am able to keep my head up and walk the streets knowing, look, nigga, I ain't got no known in my past where I got to be always watching and all that shit. If I'm with Craig and Craig get into it with some niggas, I got to get into it with them niggas. Really, I'm going to try to calm it down. You get what I'm saying? But if we out somewhere together, I got to make sure you straight. You out with me, nigga. Right. Know what's happening with all this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know what happened out there in Mississippi. I don't know why they say his body was moved. I don't know why. A lot of things. Yeah. But the stuff that makes sense to me, I'm going to hold my peace. Because I believe everything is going to come out. Because what makes sense to me and what I know of individuals that I know, shit, nigga, I ain't shot, nigga. Class shit up. That ain't no good mix. It up, man. And I don't give. I was out. Remember when I was taking Precise on the road? Yeah. I am blown away. Man. I don't know what to say. Somebody say Ali Sadiq was telling the truth. Let me tell you something, man. Niggas be off the chain, but y'all don't understand everything. The fickle public. You don't understand what's happening. But I will say this, man. Entertainers are not what you think it is. It's not like you think it is. I'm here to tell you, dog. It's some maniac entertainers.
Hell yeah.
And niggas act like they don't know, so they be like, okay, but you know this nigga a maniac. You know you can't be around this nigga unless you gonna kiss his ass. I'm talking about a lot of niggas. I'm not talking about one nigga. Reggie wasn't no joke. And he was a wild boy. And like I said this before. And I didn't mean to trying to start no shit now. Katt crazy. I don't know what happened. All I know is that looked like it was gonna clash from the beginning. You ain't finna get Reggie to fold. He gonna be cool for a minute. Oh man. Ain't that how he talk?
Yeah.
When did
man, yo.
When did it happen?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
niggas
so
called
it's
me, I
already
couldn't
been-
believe
Oh,
it.
wow.
So Corey Holcomb is basically going in and saying, listen, man, right? He got an ambush. He got an ambush. And I know that Corey and Katt Williams don't really get along like that, right? Because he says that Katt Williams sits up on his high horse talking about people, but Katt Williams is just as crazy. And Corey is saying, listen, I'm in the industry. This dude does a lot of crazy stuff on the road. He does a lot of stuff to women. And we've heard stories about Katt Williams, even though he went on to Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay and he went in. But I know him and Corey, they're going backs and forth. So now Corey, without, really trying to kick up too much dust, he's trying to figure out what happened to his homie, like he said. He said he knows some stuff, but he gonna wait and see. He gonna wait for all the facts to come out, right? But he's hearing in your windows and hearing certain things. And I could tell by the way Corey was talking, he wanted to say some things, but certain things he just wouldn't say. He's holding off, right? And like he said that, Katt is crazy, Reggie was crazy, but I know he really wanted to get in and go in on Katt Williams, right? That there's a couple comedians that's really going in on Katt, right? And saying some real disparaging things, right? So I don't know, but Reggie was saying, he'll give his life, he'll die for Katt. The positions that Katt put him in, him and Monique, right? He said he loved those people. So like how can your head of security unalive this guy that's on the road with you and we're not hearing nothing? So a lot of comedians that was real close to Reggie, they're really upset and they want action. And they saying that they tried to cover this up for some time now because it happened all the way back on, happened back on August 20th. And, it's just a lot of speculation. There's a lot of things that's moving parts that come with this. We know there's a lot of people that like Katt Williams. There's a lot of people that don't like Katt Williams, right? And Corey Holcomb, I know that Corey Holcomb is one of them that don't like Katt Williams, right? But he was holding his tongue on his show last night in regards to speaking of Reggie. But as more of this come out, we'll report more of it. But I just wanted you guys to hear what the news is saying and what Corey Holcomb had to say about the situation, man. This is an ugly thing. The family still don't have answers. The only thing they know is that their loved one is now unalived, right? While he was on the road with Katt Williams. So as more of this story come out, I'll report more of it. But you guys got to let me know what you guys think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.